Okay. Ready? Action. All right. Hello, how are you today?
I'm good.
Great. My name is Catherine Mitzner. I'm a sales rep with Airbus. Here's my business card. It has all of my contact information. Please feel free to get a hold of me anytime. Even after we are done here today, if you think of any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Great. Thank you, Catherine. My name is Amelia McKenzie. You can call me Amelia. It is nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. First of all, I'd like to thank you, Amelia, for taking the time to meet with me today. I'd also like to say how much I love flying with Delta Airlines. I always fly Delta and I really enjoy my experience every time. I'm so excited for the opportunity to work with you and to possibly make the experience of flying Delta even better.
That's good to hear. Let's see what you have for me today.
Before we get going, I want to confirm that we have a scheduled meeting for 15 minutes at 10 o'clock.
Yes, that's correct.
And it's just you I'm meeting with today. No one else is a part of the decision making?
Yes, just me.
Great. I'd like to start with a few questions if that's okay with you.
Yes, ask away.
Would you consider Delta Airlines an environmentally friendly company?
Absolutely. It is in our mission statement that the company makes an effort to better the environment.
Does Delta typically get airplanes out of the gate on time?
Of course. Delta takes pride in being a leader in on-time departures and arrivals.
And final question. When you are flying, what are some things that you like to see in the airplane itself?
I personally like to have adequate storage, some extra legroom, and many seating options at different price points. For a longer flight, I like to take first class. However, on shorter flights, I like to save the money and fly in economy comfort.
I think those answers are great. So if I told you that Airbus has an airplane that is more economically friendly, will improve efficiency of arrival and departures, and has more storage, legroom, seat types, and just more seats in general, would you be interested in hearing about this airplane?
Yes, I'd be very interested.
I'm glad to hear that because I would like to introduce you to the A380, the largest wide-body airplane in the world. This airplane seats more than 500 passengers. That is 60% more than other wide-body jets, which also equates to 15% lower costs per seat than any other airliners. There is not just one cabin, but a second full-length deck. It has many unique seating options for Delta to choose from. There's everything from luxurious first-class suites, as pictured up here, all the way down to comfortable economy class seats. That is a picture of an example right there. Storage-wise, there is not only spacious overhead compartments. Disappeared. That's okay. Spacious overhead bins, but also sidewall storage for smaller personal items to free up floor legroom. My images are acting funny, but that is okay. There are also other options such as business lounges and a full bar that can be put in the upper deck. The leading edge design of this aircraft leaves many opportunities for Delta to customize the plane however they see fit to please their passengers. What are your thoughts on being able to customize this plane to give passengers more seating options than your typical wide-body jet?
I really like the thought of having different first class options, as well as a bar or lounge on the aircraft.
Secondly, Airbus is predicting a surge in air travel. Due to a dramatic increase in the global population, this aircraft could cut the number of planes in the sky. Less airplanes means overall less jet fuel being burned. Not only is this aircraft eco-friendly in the sense of cutting the number of planes, it also is noise-friendly. The engine of this plane has an enhanced acoustic treatment, which means not only quieter takeoffs and landings, but by 3 to 4 times, but this wide body has the quietest cabin ever. In fact, the A380 meets the demanding noise requirements of noise-sensitive airports. How do you feel about the A380's features so far?
So far, I like what I'm hearing.
Finally, with global air traffic increasing, it is important to make sure to get all aircraft out on time. The architecture of the A380 offers a quick and easy boarding process, even without the need of a second upper deck loading option. The plane can be loaded from one gate and still take the same amount of time as other wide-bodied aircrafts. This is a key resource for many other larger airlines, including your very own SkyMiles partners, Air France, Korean Air, and China Southern Airlines. What do you think about this?
I like the sound of not needing to use a second upper deck gate.
Great. Before we get into the pricing of things, I would like to let you know that right now Airbus is running a deal for airliners. If you purchase 20 or more aircraft with us by the end of this month, we are taking $32 million off each aircraft. This deal will not last long, and typically we do not hold these kinds of deals. This is a one-time special. Does that sound like something that would interest you?
Yes, this does interest me.
Great. Now that we have discussed features and the product itself, do you have any concerns?
The price concerns me. A typical smaller airplane is expensive. I couldn't imagine what this airplane costs, especially if your deal is taking $32 million off each plane for your special.
This is an understandable concern. However, the product price for a competing wide-body aircraft is going to be $344.2 million per airplane. That price is only a little bit less than the A380, and that airplane does not have the upper deck and the extra seating options or the space for the bar and the lounge. Does this answer your concern?
Yes, but I'm concerned with purchasing these aircrafts and then also having to purchase all the ground equipment it needs as well.
The A380 is actually compatible with all other Airbus wide-body connections and ground tugs, so you would not need to purchase any extra ground equipment. Does this answer your question?
Yes, it does, but I'm not sure if this aircraft will fit the needs of all our passengers. We do lead in international travel, but we do more domestic flights.
The A380 can be used for domestic as well as international. Your SkyMiles partners use this aircraft for their domestic travel from their highly populated hubs in order to help the airports keep the number of people moving. Does this answer your objection?
Yes.
In conclusion, the A380 is the largest wide-body airplane in the world that can give the passengers a better in-flight experience with more seating options, a quieter cabin, and more storage space. This plane will help in Delta's mission statement of always looking to better the environment. Finally, it is more efficient when it comes to departure times with the leading edge design of the interior that keeps people moving while boarding. The following stage in the process is signing the agreement. Shall we move forward at this time?
I think we should.
Excellent. I do have an order form for you. As we discussed earlier, I can take $32 million off each aircraft after you purchase 20. With that being said, the original total for 20 airplanes would have been $8,640 million. After the discount, the savings are $640 million. So that makes the total of 20 A380 aircraft $8 billion. Do we have a deal?
Yes.
Great.